Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live and we getting ready to do the program. You know, we're on a 14-day stroke prevention, blood vessel disease, and aneurysm. Yeah? All right. Well, we trying to go on YouTube, but I know YouTube is giving a little trouble. So if we can't get to YouTube, that's all right. But all the YouTube listeners, we're trying to do live on YouTube. And I think, I don't know if it's the internet or whatever it is, but if you can't get to YouTube, you got to come to Facebook, okay? Because this program is serious. Serious program. And this may not joke thing because we have lots of our people coming down with strokes. You know what I mean? Strokes. 42-year-old had a stroke, she can't even talk. 35-year-old had a stroke, he can't even talk. And I'm a stroke survivor, so you know what's going on. So what we're doing tonight is to put the people on a program for 14 days to clean up the carotid artery, the jugular vein, you know, all of them. Keep them clean. We're going to show you how the blood flow to all of them. You know, even down to your legs, your foot, your hand, your toes, everything. All right? So we're going to run on that today. All right? But the first thing we're going to do now on the 14-day program, there's step-by-step that you can follow. Thanks everybody for watching. Show a little love. And I don't want nobody coming and disrespect my page and talking about, I'm talking too damn long. If you find I'm talking too long, delete yourself. You understand? Yeah, I'm going to give my people some knowledge. You understand? Each one teach one. Yeah, on the last time. So, for the 14 days that we're going to be on the program, and I want the group, we want to thank the last 10 people who joined the group on Facebook. The group is getting bigger and bigger and bigger because people are getting better doing programs. You know what I mean? All sorts of programs. So this program will entail, you know, preventing blockages in the carotid artery from oxygen from going to your brain, from stopping the blood flow from going to your brain, preventing your artery from bulging so you don't get an aneurysm, and strengthening the veins and the arteries at the same time. All right? But it's going to take some little things. So tonight we're going to do a head steam. All right? You have it there? It's on there?
Good night, everybody. I will be a host for the night.
Yeah. I will for the night. Oh. Shall I come up with fire? Sure. Put a plate over there.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right. Now,
So
Christy,
he's going to do a hot steam.
we're going to do a head steam. And what the head steam going to do, tell him it's going to drain
It's going to be
everything from the brain. Sinuses, mucus from the brain.
draining that mucus.
We draining the what? We
Mucus.
draining the drain. The mucus.
He draining
Yeah,
the
we're going to
mucus.
drain the mucus from the brain, and they're going to drain everything from the lung, and that is part of the 14-day program, all right? So, you have something to tell the people about your... We having some stuff, you have some stuff doing ChristyBook.biz, new pamphlets going on?
Yeah, it will be basically, we would want to do a little pay-per-view, little programs that would,
Wonderful.
you know, we would charge like a little fee, you know, where you tune in. We have different topics. We have different topics discussing on, and, you know, we may charge like $5. So, you know, you guys can tune in and have a chat with us. It would be very, very constructive, really important.
Yeah, no
points.
negativity, right?
No negative things. If you're interested, you're gonna be sent notification to join us, and you can pay like $5. We're gonna charge like $5.
Yep.
And we would have real classified discussion.
Right, and the reason that is we trying to create this stuff with our people. Because, you know, the so-called Jewish people have the money coming around themselves, back and forth. We have to create that among ourselves as a people. And then if we have a lot of people sick and they can't afford treatment, we have to put aside some kind of monetary fund to help people who can't afford to treat themselves. That is significant to me. You know, we live a very simple life. So if we can have everything circling among ourselves as a people, we could help each other, because a so-called Jew said to me the other day, he said, if you go to a Jewish neighborhood and something costs $50, and you're going to a black neighborhood and it costs $5, that same Jewish man going to go back and still buy from the Jew for $50. Why? Because his money going to stay in his neighborhood, and that's what we have to learn. All right? So let's go to the steam. Come over here. Minji, come over here now. Now, when you're on the program,
I like to see he do this one. He just be crying.
Crying like a baby. When you're doing this program over here now,
he just be crying.
we gotta go to where we have in the water. We have go in the water over here.
Turn this camera.
Turn the camera around. We have hawthorn leaf and flower. We have hawthorn leaf and flower. We have peppermint herb. We have mistletoe, and we have lavender flowers too in the pot. See the pot steaming? And we're going to put 10 drops or 20 drops of peppermint oil. That's what you're going to start to do for the 14 days inside here. And you can use some eucalyptus oil, you can use some camphor. But a lot of people from the Caribbean know in the olden days, them old people used to have what? Vicks vapor, right?
Yeah, Vicks.
Yeah, because you know we had a little coal, and we had a flush of the coal. Yeah, see that? Chuck that in there. You put a little bit, about 2 teaspoons of it. You know? I'm crazy? Yeah, man. That's how eucalyptus, it have turpentine. And what we do, we go in, right? We're going to stir it up, get it all mixed up, and you're going to inhale that. Starting from the 3rd or the 4th day. Yeah, watch me now. Over.
You okay below there? Huh? So he's steaming, guys. He's steaming out all the mucus from his nostril. You okay?
Brain.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
From his nostril, from his brain, he's steaming his mucus. See? That's how you get rid of the head mucus.
Head colds.
Head cold.
All right.
And if you have blockage of your nostrils.
In the nostrils, in the lung. So, if a person have any kind of blockages, you're going to do like a minute or 2 of steaming. And then you're going to come back again. You're going to watch me now. You're going to wipe all your head because your head going to get wet. Watch me. All you're going to be wet. Your eye going to run water too. You're going to feel it in your throat, in your brain. And you go back again after 1 or 2 minutes, and you go back again. You're steaming again. And you're inhaling. Mm-hmm. And you're going to find the mucus coming from your nose.
In Natalie, what's it? In Natalie or I Natalie brown eyes? Well, your question make me laugh.
What's the question?
You wouldn't go over a peppermint steam with your eyes open.
You can't go with your eyes. You must close your eyes. Natalie, come on. You keep your eyes open for what?
Natalie, you're too funny.
You gotta close your eyes. Alright? So, that is part of the program over here. Right? You gotta get your steam after you finish. You're gonna do that for about 15 minutes. You're gonna get, you hear? All the mucus. You hear? Mucus had to come down from the nose, from the adenoids. Clean it up. From the throat and from the brain. All the sinuses in the brain gonna be all cleaned up. Alright? So that's what you're gonna start to do in the morning and in the night before you go to bed. And don't forget, close your eyes. Don't keep your eyes open, okay? You understand? Alright, go over here, son.
So can you tell them what is in it? Because they want to know what's in it. What's the ingredient?
Alright, you have peppermint herb, 1 teaspoon of peppermint, 1 teaspoon of hawthorn. Hawthorn is for circulation. 1 teaspoon of lavender flowers, and 1 teaspoon of mistletoe in the half a gallon of water. And then you're going to throw your peppermint oil in there. You could throw 10 drops of eucalyptus oil, 10 drops of lavender oil, and you can use 2 drops of turpentine. All right? And you steam that, and you inhale. You know what I mean? You know? I'm not gonna blow my nose because all the mucus come to my nose already. See? That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, blue inside it. Oh, it's strong, yo. It's really strong.
Yeah. You see that now? Watch me now. See it clean out? See? You drain it out. That's the key. Because we're going on a mucusless diet too. Don't forget. Alright? So.
You okay, Baba?
Yeah, man. So when we finish do that, we could do that for 15 minutes. 2 minutes a piece. Don't forget to close your eyes when you're steaming. And if you have a head cold, it's going to draw out everything from the brain, from the sinuses, you know, from the adenoids, you know, from the throat. All the pus and little drip going to go away. So that is one of the programs you have to do for 14 days. We're going to have it on Christy Books. All right? Wonderful. Now, so now we're going to unblock, but you have to have some fruits and some vegetables. Now, if you're from the Caribbean country...
Hold on 1 second. Before you move forward, how long does this last before you throw it away?
Don't throw it away. Like 2 to 3 days.
You don't throw it away?
No.
So they can always repeat?
Repeat it, yes. How to repeat it?
So guys,
if it get a little weak, you can put some more oil in there.
Right,
again.
peppermint oil.
Wonderful.
Right.
Right. Everybody from the Caribbean know what this is. I know what you all call it in Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, you know, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Bermuda, wherever you at. But we call it cashews over here. And cashew with a lot of carotenoids and flavonoids. So on the program of preventing aneurysm, preventing strokes and blood vessel disease, we have to use the foods that have lots of carotenoids, terpenoids, flavonoids, and beta-carotene. All right? So we cut them up. Don't forget, and don't throw away the seeds. You can crush up the seeds and put it in some water and have a tea with it also. All right? And you have to have your mango. You know what I mean? Your mango with the skin on. Understand? See? All that you have to have. Everything yellow. This have a lot of vitamin C. Good for the immune system, the thymus gland. And you have to have your cashews, your black grapes. You have to have, what's me? Your lycium fruit. One of the best herbs for the eyes and circulation. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into the blender, we're going to blend it up, and we're going to go to the computer, and we're going to show you what you have to do to keep all them veins, everything healthy from head to foot to toe. You know what I mean? And you have the chlorophyll. Right? Chlorophyll. That's to keep the intestinal tract fresh. And then you got to get your PB8. Probiotic 8 strains. And I just take it because when you're on the program, you can't swallow no pills. So you got to put them inside here. Got to take the PB8 and throw it inside here. So you're getting 40 billion of the probiotics to keep your intestinal tract healthy while you're on a 14-day program. You know? Then you have the tricardia. You must have that. You're going to take 4 of these. I'm going to only put 1, but you need 4. You put it inside there too. That does, it starts cleaning up your arteries. Cardiovascular health. Because the heart is very important. You know what I mean? And then you have your Kyla garlic, 106. That's for circulation on the heart. You know what I mean? You could take 2 or 4 per day. We're going to have it on ChristyBooks.biz. You put it in here too. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you have saccharidosis and you want to do the program, you could get something called clear lung. Clear up your lung. If you're a smoker and you want to go on the program, or you have saccharidosis or bronchitis or any kind of trouble in the lung, you can take about 2 or 3 per day and put it in here too. You understand? Because you won't be swallowing no pills. Because you won't be working your digestive system. Everything will be juices and teas and herbs. You know what I mean? Antiviral. This is my secret here. It's for any kind of virus coming in your body. AIDS, herpes, cytomegalo. You chop that.
What is it called?
It's called antiviral formula. I make this for myself.
So it's a different mixture of herbs.
Yeah, Chinese herb. This is only Chinese plants I use here. Like Isatis, I use danshen, lots of Chinese antiviral plants and some of the Western plants.
So what are the main herbs in the antiviral plants?
Isatis is the main herb, with an herb called St. John's wort, and hyssop found in the Bible, elderflower, elderberry, you know what I mean, and all the other Chinese plants like Hong Shu Wu and Opiopogan and stuff like that. Any kind of virus can't come in. That's what I'm going to use. You have to use it, but that's what I do. Then the heart. On the program, you have to get healthy heart. And I will chuck some healthy heart. 40 drops. This prevents palpitation. It drop your pressure. Keep your pressure normal. If the pressure is normal, it keep the heart strong. It give your heart a stronger contraction. You know what I mean? Because remember that your heart have to pump the blood through the vessel walls. You see? So you have to have the heart working well when you're going to prevent aneurysm, when you're going to prevent strokes, or when you're going to prevent blood vessel disease. Because almost 3 million people in America suffering from AFib, fibrillation, that could cause strokes. All right? And you can put your coconut water, or you can put apple juice, you know what I mean? And you can pour it in your blender. And then you can put your lycium or your goji berry in the blender. That's good for your eyes, good for circulation to the eye cells too.
Yeah, because I think I saw somebody asking what that's good for.
You know what I mean? And then you put your mango with the skin for your lung and lots of vitamin C for the thymus gland. You know? And you put your, we call it here, cashews. Now they are in season. So if you're from the Caribbean and you want to go on the program, make sure that you have to use the foods that are in season. Don't forget, the food in season will correspond to your blood. Don't forget that. All right, eat what you grow and grow what you eat. That's important. And some grapes. You know what I mean? And you can blend that up, and then you can have that for 14 days, whereby you clean up, you're keeping the arteries clean and strong. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's flowing over.
Yeah. Huh? Let me try drinking this. Oh, you already know. Right? Have that every day. You can't get sick.
Like
and then vein will be strong. Let's go to the computer now. So now we're going to show you now how to prevent aneurysms, strokes, and how to prevent blood vessel disease. Keeping your vessels strong, especially when you get older. Computer, Chris.
Okay.
So we're going now. You want to taste it? Yeah? It don't smell too good, right? Tastes good though. Got it? We're going to the screen and we're going to show you now how to prevent blood vessel disease. How to prevent AFib. Can you come on?
Yes, it.
Huh? It's not coming up?
Yes.
Where's it going on?
Give it some patience.
All right. Blood vessel disease prevention, stroke prevention, you understand? And how to prevent afibrillation. As I said before, over 3 million people, almost 3 million people in America is suffering from afibrillation. They call it arrhythmia, irregular heartbeat that cause blockages or clots, which can cause strokes and heart troubles. You know what I mean? And any other, cause a lot of other factors too. So you have to prevent these things. Now, my programs that I'm going to do, I'll give you to do, going to prevent all them things here. Going to prevent a stroke. It's going to prevent blood vessel disease. It's going to prevent aneurysm. You understand? All my, this particular program, that's what it's going to do. All right? Now let's look at the common carotid artery dissection. You have the internal. You can make it a little bigger for me, darling, so they can see the screen. I think you could zoom it up and make it a little for me, please. So people say they can't see. Zoom it up. You can't zoom it up the right end, we could get bigger? No? Alright.
Not like that. Right there.
Alright, so you have the internal carotid artery. And this artery, these two arteries are found in the right and the left neck. And they carry, this internal carries blood to your brain. This one over here. So people can't see it. That's why you gotta zoom it up and make it a little bigger, you know. This internal carotid artery carries blood to your brain. And this external carries blood to your face and your neck. They join together. One is on the left side and one is on the right side. Now, lots of people who have strokes, you know what I mean? And because they have blood vessel disease, they have blockages somewhere in the neck so the blood can't flow to the brain. Oxygen cut off, they get a stroke. That's what I had, a stroke. So I can tell you. And my stroke was mild, it wasn't severe. But once you have a one stroke, you can get another stroke. They call it in the medical system a revolving stroke. All right? So the carotid arteries are blood vessels in both sides of the neck. That carries blood to your brain, and this one here carries blood to your neck and your face. And that's the reason why when you have cerebral palsy, you know what I mean, you have nerve troubles in the face, the blood is not moving well, it affects the nerves. We can fix that by using plants to work on the nervous system and also on circulation, okay? Now you have over here the normal common carotid artery, and you have a common carotid artery dissection.
Did I just do that?
The carotid artery dissection.
Sorry, guys.
Now the carotid artery dissection.
We just had a little
I'll tell a little boy hold it.
You can't see when I hold it. So.
You can't see, okay. Now,
Okay, guys.
this one over here, called the common carotid artery dissection, that affects a lot of young people. A lot of people in the 20s and in the 30s and teenagers. All right? It have a tear when this occurs. See the normal right here. When the common carotid artery dissection occurs, you have a tear in the lining of the artery, which causes blood to leak out and get into the brain. And this can be repaired naturally. It might take about 3 to 6 months to repair naturally because the body heals itself. But you can also use plants to help in the healing process of what we call common carotid artery dissection. All right? Now, symptoms of a dissection is headaches. You get troubles in the eyes. And a lot of the time, people who have common carotid artery dissection, they can't taste and they can't smell. Those are symptoms or signs of it. All right? And don't forget, it is a tearing of the lining of the artery. And once it tears the lining of the artery, you have blood leaking out and get into the brain and could cause you to have a stroke. You understand? So you have to keep the artery, the carotid artery, just like this over here. Very significant. All right? So that is why the 14-day program that we're going to do, starting from the 2nd of May, is going to help to keep the carotid artery in both sides of the neck healthy and flowing blood to the brain properly and flowing blood to the neck and the face properly without disturbance. That is significant. But in order for that to happen, you must have good heart health. All right? So people who are hypertensive should be very careful when they're doing this program, especially if they're on medication. So talk to your doctor. Don't go and say Patrick doesn't say to come and do no program. Talk to your doctor. All right? Go to the next one. Now we're going to talk about afibrillation. Now look at the aneurysm. Now usually when you have a bulging artery, you can have it in the brain, you can have it in the stomach. They call it an aneurysm. Now when an aneurysm or the vessels in the brain become bulgy, I have a friend who died from that. His name is Logie. He died a couple of years ago from the aneurysm. He was in the bathroom taking a shower, and he just borrowed God, and that was it. He died right there. And that's because that vein is so weak, that vessel is so weak, it bursts in your brain. You die. Or you go in a coma. Now, my mother, before she died from a second stroke, had what we call a blood vessel disease of the brain. Because at her age, at 97, when she died, her arteries was all messed up because she was hypertensive. She had high blood pressure. You understand? So in order for us to prevent aneurysm, we have to keep the arteries from bulging. And we have to keep them strong. If we keep them strong, they would not bulge. If they get weak, they will bulge and burst, and you get the aneurysm in your brain, you die. And don't forget that. That is very significant. So for the 14 days that we're going to do, we're going to have this program, we're going to have people strengthening the arteries and preventing these arteries from bulging in your brain. So you don't get an aneurysm or you don't get a stroke. That is the key to keeping the brain healthy. Having all the vessels strong enough so that your blood can flow. So there are herbs that Jehovah God put on the earth for us to use that strengthen these vessels. We're going to tell you what they are. There are foods that God put on the earth for us to use to strengthen these vessels. They have a lot of carotenoids and flavonoids. And they strengthen the vessels. Alright? Now, afibrillation affects almost 3 million Americans. And it is an irregular heartbeat that leads to clots. And heart failure. Click this for me, please. And heart failure, strokes, and it could cause other complications. Now, 3 million people, almost 3 million people in America suffering from afibrillation. And don't forget, we're going to have a talk with Dr. Daiko Humphrey on AFib and cardiomyopathy later on down, okay? So the program is to prevent not only a stroke, but to prevent aneurysm. All right? Give me that, son. Let's go to the one over here, though. Next one. Now, I want you to look at your heart. And I want you to look at your heart very carefully now. Because your heart is the key in keeping them vessels strong. Now, when we're walking, you see the common carotid artery right here? You see where it goes? Up to the brain. See it right there. Yeah? The aorta, the biggest one. Now, what we're doing for the 14 days is we are going in with the herbs and we are cleaning them up. So making the blood flow to the brain properly. Making everything, prevent blockages. Blood flow to part of the brain. See? No blockages. That is the purpose of the program. We just talked about arterial fibrillation in the left atrium. Remember, you have the left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle, chambers of the heart. You know what I mean? I'm not a cardiologist, but I know a lot about the heart because I have a nephew who is a cardiologist. You understand? So when you have AFib, arterial fibrillation, it's because your heart is beating irregular. And once it starts beating irregular, you could get clots. And once you have clots, because of AFib, it can cause you to have a stroke, or cause you to have trouble in the lung, or cause you to have trouble in your heart. So the program that we're going to be on is going to clean up the whole carotid artery. Clean it up. And prevent these conditions from happening to you. Especially if you have high blood pressure. You understand? Because lots of people who have hypertension is more prone of getting a stroke or a heart attack. You understand? Or damage in the kidney or even damage in the lung. That's factual. All right? So the program is to increase the function of the of the carotid artery, left and right, and cleaning them up with herbs and the foods that found in the earth. Next one. The jugular. The jugular collects blood from the face and the neck and send it into the carotid artery, this jugular. They call it the jugular artery. And remember that a lot of these arteries flow blood different places. You know what I mean? So this one is, we're going to clean this up too. We keep this one clean. The jugular artery, or we call it the jugular vein. See where they at? Learn about your body. That's significant. So once you have good circulation and you clean them arteries, you don't have no blockages, everything going to work well. Your heart going to work well, the blood going to flow fast, and you will have good circulation. And the key is to prevent blockages. Don't forget now. All right? So we clean up the jugular vein. Next one. The brachial blood vessel. Look where they at. In your armpits. It sends blood to your forearm. This here, the brachial blood vessel, send blood all over here. See? All over there. See? And again, you have to keep them moving. And that's why a lot of people get numbness in their hands. Or they get tingling sensation in their fingers. You know what I mean? Things not moving. The brachial blood vessels not moving well. They're kind of clogged up. Some people have 80% blockages. Some people have 100% blockages. Some people have 20% blockages, especially when you're getting older. And that's the reason why I am not a fried food lover. You understand? Because fried foods and cheese and all these other foods clog them up. So for the 14 days, we're going to clog them. Make them work well for you. So the brachial blood vessels, we're going to clean it up too. All right? Don't forget. We're going to all of them. The radial artery. See what it does? See? Blood going to where? To your palm, your hands, your wrists. You know what I mean? That's to your forearm. And all the blood flows coming from the arteries, going to the radial artery, right into the arm, right over here. You don't get tingling in your fingers. You don't get numbness. Your fingers don't start to squeeze together. That means, if that's happened to you, that means the blood flow is not, the radial artery is not receiving blood properly. We're going to clean it up too. So you can have good movements of the blood. That's the key. Movement of the blood. The axillary artery. That sends a lot of blood to your thorax. You understand? All that is going to be cleaned up for the 14 days. That's what we're going to do. Clean them up. Send blood to the thorax. You understand? And once we go into the axillary artery, we start helping the carotid artery. We start helping the jugular veins. We start helping the brachial artery. Because they all work together. As one.
Bless you.
We have some tea, please.
Bless you.
Yeah, that steamer is no joke. Right? We go to the femoral artery. See what that does? See, you send the blood? Because remember that blood goes through the whole body. But this femoral artery sends blood to your thigh. You know where your thigh is at? Right below the waist. And your leg going to your thigh, to your joints. All the blood flows there. You know what I mean? If that blood don't flow there properly, you start to have trouble with pain. Pain. You know what I mean? So we're going to clean up all this here also. Don't forget, very significant. Next one. The common hepatic artery. The common hepatic artery is very significant because that artery sends blood to the pylorus in the stomach, your gallbladder, how they call it? Hepatic. Hepatic means your liver. Your liver, your gallbladder, your duodenum, your intestines, and the pylorus in your stomach. That's what the common hepatic artery does. Move the blood to these areas. So if you have cancer, you know what I mean? And if you have heart disease, and you have blood vessel disease, and you have clogging of the arteries, now how you going to send blood from the common hepatic artery to your liver, to your stomach, pylorus, to your gallbladder, to your intestines, and to your duodenum? Because they all need blood. You know what I mean? So once you have them clogged up, these organs going to suffer because they all need blood. That's why the Most High Jehovah God said, your life is your blood. The movements of the blood. You have good movements of the blood, you don't have no troubles. You have blood stagnation, you have troubles long term. And that's why our programs work for people, because we teach you how to move the blood and keep the arteries clean. All right? So don't forget the common hepatic artery sends blood to the stomach, the pylorus in the stomach, your liver, your gallbladder, your intestines, and your duodenum. You understand? So we're going to clean up all these areas here with only herbs and that. 14 days. Go again. Posterior tibial artery. We're going all there too. We're going from head to foot. We're making the blood flow from your legs to your toes back to your brain. Cleaning them up. Because lots of people who have bad circulation and they have ulcers and they don't have good blood movement to the lower extremities. So you have a lot of people who have troubles with blood flow down here. Well, we're going to clean it up. We're going to clean up everything. You know what I mean? With herbs for 14 days. Here we go again. 14 days. What caused an aneurysm and a stroke? High blood pressure, abnormal blood flow to the arteries, osteosclerosis, or trauma. Get an accident, it can cause an aneurysm too. So these are some of the main causes of aneurysm and strokes. High blood pressure. Don't forget to keep your pressure between 110, 170, or 100, or 120 over 80. Don't forget. Normal range. The lower is better. 110 over 70 is perfect. You understand? You won't have troubles. Abnormal blood flow in your arteries is when you're eating all the fried food and ham and bacon in the morning time. Ham and bacon. Ham and bacon and eggs. You know what I mean? They clog up the flow of your arteries. And ain't no doctor could do that. They can't. Ain't no cardiologist could do that either. They can't. Let them come on my page and do that. You can't. Because we know for a fact that ham and eggs and bacon, you know, in oil, clog them up. Weaken them. Long term. And when you get older, you start to have more troubles in the arteries. Because no, they don't work as before. The older you say, have an old car with an old engine. It don't work as a new one. That's common sense. So in order for you to keep them clean, you have to avoid these foods or eat them sparingly once in a while. Don't forget that now. All right? So those are the causes of aneurysm and strokes. High blood pressure, abnormal blood flow in the arteries, or osteosclerosis or trauma. Yeah. How to strengthen the blood vessels? How do we, in herb medicine, strengthen the blood vessels? Look at the herbs. Because you're going to mix them together. And you're going to use them as a tea for 14 days. 3 to 4 to 5 cups per day. And they're going to clean up the arteries. They're going to help with circulation to the lower limbs. They're going to help with jugular vein circulation. They're going to help with posterior circulation. They're going to help with common hepatic artery circulation. They're going to clean up the carotid artery, helping blood to flow to the brain properly. They're going to prevent clots from forming in the walls of your arteries. Look at them. Horse chestnut, ginkgo, colinzonia. This is one of the best herbs for vascular integrity. Strengthen the veins so that the veins don't collapse. You don't get what we call aneurysm or weak or bulging veins or bulging arteries. This herb does that. Called stone root or colinzonia. Cinnamon for the very small purpura circulation. See them over here. See them here? See them there? See? See them there? This herb does that. Cinnamon or spice. It helps with purpura circulation. Clean them up. All them very small capillaries. You know what I mean? Yeah? See them? See? You have to have them move. You have the blood moving well. Moving quick. See? Have to move quick. See? Have to have the blood moving. Move the blood. Fast. Okay? No stagnation. You have to have them moving. You know what I'm saying? Rosemary, for the brain, it's an antioxidant to the brain and have a lot of vitamin A, vitamin E, and help with poor memory and foggy brain. You know what I mean? All these, and we call it a food herb. Gota cola, prickly ash, hot and leaf and flower, turmeric, in case the person have high blood pressure and they have an enlarged heart. Turmeric, cat's claw, is going to make the heart come back to normal size. Let them know that too. That's a fact. Turmeric, cat's claw, if you have an enlarged heart and it's not working well. Come to Dimitri. Them vampire messing with the computer tonight. Eh? Oh. Cat's claw, Cassandra berry, mistletoe, mother's wort, lycium fruit, ginger, garlic, onions. They unclog the arteries. They unclog them. Don't let nobody tell you about garlic. You know, good and garlic. Don't buy the Chinese garlic. About garlic is this. There are plants that is naturally crossbred. You know what I mean? And some of them will tell you all to use garlic. They're using garlic like crazy in the smarts. They hide it behind your back and use it. This herb right here, these 3 herbs, 3 of them, ginger, garlic, and onions, they help to unclog the arteries. They move the plaque from the walls with this herb over here called hot and leaf and flower. Don't forget that. And to prevent high cholesterol too. All these herbs should be mixed together and should be taken as a tea 3 to 4 times per day on the 14 days you're on the program. Don't forget them. Horse chestnut, ginkgo, colinzonia, cinnamon, rosemary, gota cola, prickly ash, hot and leaf and flower, turmeric, cat's claws, cassandra berry for the adrenal glands, mistletoe, mother's wort, lycium fruit, ginger, garlic, and onions. Stop yawning. How do we strengthen the blood vessels? So for the 14 days, we will be strengthening your blood vessels, keeping them strong, keeping them flowing properly. There's no obstruction in the blood vessels. Horse chestnut, gooseberries, raspberries, blackberries, black grapes, sorrel, cantaloupe, and watermelon should be used alone, not with the others. And you're going to blend them in a blender with some coconut water or some apple juice, and you're going to have 3 to 4 to 5 cups per day, starting on the 8th day of the 14-day program. These are the foods that strengthen your blood vessels and prevent aneurysm and prevent strokes and prevent clots in the arteries. The 16-day program, we start already. We started about 3 days before everybody else. This is my 3rd day, and as you can see, I'm getting rid of mucus too. This is my 3rd day on the program, and I'm getting rid of a lot of mucus. Mucus coming out like crazy because we're going on a mucus-less prevention of aneurysm and stroke program, 14 days. Day 1, the program starts on May 2nd. A cleansing of your GI tract. A cleansing of your GI tract. Day 2, May 3rd, all the herbs mentioned above, we just mentioned a while ago, should be mixed together and taken 3 times a day with 3 glasses of distilled water for the next 2 days. Only. That's it. Nothing else. But herb teas, water, and juices from the juicer. A glass of warm water with 1 drop of peppermint oil and a lemon in the water should be taken every morning before your meal, before you have your juice. May 5th, juices of garlic, turmeric, ginger, celery, red, green, and yellow peppers, 1 green apple with the seeds, 1 beet, and 1 handful of parsley and 1 cucumber. 3 glasses of distilled water on the 5th of May. From the 2nd of May to the 5th of May, you're only going to drink water with juices. Water, juices, herb teas. Water, juices, herb teas. And on the 5th of May, you're going to start to juice these vegetables and these herbs. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Show them on the chat. Come here. Wonderful. So, for the first 3 days, you will eat no food. You're just drinking herb teas and distilled water. You know what I mean? And you're just juicing. For the first 3 days. You're going to clean your arteries up. You're going to feel, you might feel a little lightheadedness. You might get dizzy. You might get a headache. But it will go away after the first or the second day. On May 5th, you're going to juice your garlic, 2 pegs of the garlic, a couple sticks of turmeric, ginger, celery, red, green, yellow peppers, apples with the seeds, 1 green apple, not the red apples, 1 beet, 1 handful of parsley, and 1 cucumber. You're going to drink about 3 to 4 to 5 cups of that every day for the next 16 days. 3 cups of herb teas, the herb we mentioned a while ago. 4 tricardia. You're going to put it in your smoothie. You're going to take 4 capsules of the tricardia on May 5th and drop it in your smoothie like I just did a while ago. You're going to use 4 capsules of Kyolic Garlic 106 with vitamin E and cayenne pepper and hawthorn in the smoothie, and you're going to drink that for me. If you have troubles in your intestines, you're going to use the PB8. You're going to use 2 capsules in the smoothie for the next 16 days. If you have troubles in your lung or you have saccharidosis, you're going to get something called clear lung. And you're going to drop 2 of these in the smoothie and have the smoothie 3 to 4 cups per day if there is trouble in your lung. If there's no trouble in your lung, you don't have to have this one. All right? Don't forget now. So on May 5th, you're going to introduce tricardia. You're going to use 3 cups of herb teas, 4 tricardia capsules in the smoothies, 4 capsules of Kyolic Garlic in the smoothie, a glass of warm water with a drop of peppermint oil every day, and 1 lemon in the water from the 5th of May to the 16th of May. All right, continue to the 8th of May. So from the 5th to the 8th of May, that's what you're going to be doing over here. Keep it there so they can write it down for me. All the people in the group, get ready to unblock clean up the carotid artery and your brain and your posterior and your jugular veins and your common hepatic artery too. All right? If you can't get it organized, it's going to be on Christy Books. You could go and download it, okay?
Go across to the bar and drag it down.
You should come and drag it down for me.
On the side?
You're on computer illiterate.
The last one?
Last one after this one. Now, from May 8th, from the 8th of May to the 16th of May, you're going to blend gooseberries, raspberries, blackberries, black grapes, sorrel, soak it, and use the sorrel as a base in your blender. Cantaloupe, do not blend the watermelon. It should be eaten alone with coconut water or apple juice. And you should have 5 to 6 glasses of that per day, with 3 to 4 cups of the herb teas, the herb we mentioned, 6 glasses of water And then on the 8th day to the 16th day, you should bring in your lentil pea soup mixed with garlic, onions, green, red, and yellow pepper only. No food. A pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt. Nothing else in the soup. Because lentil peas help with the management of your DNA. And then you're going to start with your brain steam. And we just did a while ago. You're going to have a gallon of water, 10 drops of peppermint oil, 10 drops of eucalyptus oil, 1 drop of turpentine oil, mixed in water with hot and leaf and flour, and should be inhaled 3 minutes for every 15 minutes.
Still steaming?
Still steaming. That's what you should do. Mark it down. Each one teach one. And this is only a spike of the programs that we're going to have to keep you all healthy and keep you all from going into these people institutions on a regular basis. When you have a cold, show you what to do to get your cold. Naturally. Not to take no flu shots. I mean, crazy stuff. All right. Ready? So that's the program right there. If you don't understand the program, you can always go to christybooks.biz. You can download the program. And if you're in a group, you could join the group. Don't forget, we're going to have to approve you, myself, or Angel on Hand. Angel on Hand, love to you, boss lady. You're doing a great job keeping the people together. Because I'm not always there because I'm kind of busy. But in the group chat, we come together, we go on the program, and when we're on the program, we are telling each other how we feel. You know what I mean? How we feel, feeling good. Your arteries are being cleansed, your brain being clear, your nose being all cleared up. So I get rid of mucus, see? By tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, mucus is gone. And I'm cleared. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right, wonderful. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, man. Ready? Yeah, man. Start the program on the 2nd of May. Call Ambrosia if you can. If you have a health food store next to you, you could call your health food store. If they have the herbs, you can get it from this health food store. But make sure that if you have trouble in your heart, you're going to get your healthy heart. You understand? And put it in a mixture. Yeah? What it is. So what it is. Did everybody understand the program? Did everybody understand the program? All right. Did everybody understand the program? Everybody on YouTube, did you all understand the program? Did everybody understand? Because some people still saying, I don't understand Patrick accent. What am I going to speak? I'm speaking very clear. Did you all understand? Once you understand and you get on the program, you can save your life or you can help save somebody else's life. I'm telling you all. Too many people coming in with cancer. Stage 3, 16-year-old in Jamaica. Just found out have cancer in the lymphatic system. A 16-year-old in America just found out they have cancer. Blastomas. You know? Somebody called today. You know? I have a friend, stage 3 cancer. Somebody called this morning from the UK. My daughter, 32 years old, is in hospice because they sent her home after taking chemotherapy and radiation. Radiation and chemo don't fix nothing. They only treat you. They don't cure you. You are the cure. Your body heals itself. So they can't fix you nothing. They can't fix nothing. You have to go back to the earth for your cures. Because that's where you're from. From the earth you come from. So if you're from the earth, common sense will tell you that everything that God put on the earth for us to use is there for us to cure ourselves, to heal ourselves. So They're only going to treat you, but they won't cure you because they don't tell you that you are the cure. You are the cure. You could put your body in balance to heal itself. Now, that's the reason why Jehovah God created his body so that his body can heal itself. He put two mechanisms in us. Two. One to protect us from antigens, bacteria, viruses, cancer cells, yeast, fungi, and parasites. And if by any chance we get any one of them, Jehovah God put another system in us to repair what is damaged, and they cannot do that. Even Dr. Gupta on CNN admitted to that last week. The body's mechanism supposed to heal, but because we eat so bad, and when we eat so bad, we create havoc in the organ system, in the blood. And these diseases overtake the mechanism that God gave us to heal ourselves. And we still go back eating the same foods while we're sick. Take an example from the dog. When he's sick, he don't eat no food, he eat the grass. He goes to the herbs. And after he eats the herbs, he vomits. And he feels better. And he go back to eating again. And that dog and the ants will give us an example. The ants store up his foods for the winter time. You understand? But what do? We listen to the man. We take all the drugs. I'm not telling you don't take no drugs now. They take all the drugs and tell you all that there's no cure for nothing. So they call him Jehovah God a liar. And he is truth. But the demons are liars. The devil is a liar from the beginning. From the beginning, he's a liar. Say amen and amen. You understand? He told a lie. Because he told them they wouldn't die. They still die though. He still died today. But because we have a body that was created to live forever, the healing mechanism is there in you and I. So it's up to us, not me, up to you, to follow programs that's going to help the body to heal itself. Like I did with my strokes, with my stroke that I had, and my epilepsy that I had, and my migraines that I had. How come I heal myself? Because I put my body in a balance to heal itself. And how come all the people who called today and said, Mr. Dells, we've been doing your cancer program. And I went back to the doctor today, put it under the post system. And the doctor said to me, what have you been doing? Your cancer is stable. It's gone. I can't see it no more. Why? Because she was following a program. So put her body in balance so her body can heal itself. You know what I mean? And there are many out there like her, Dr. Lauren Day, who is doing it without going to the mainstream system or shit system that's causing you all to die prematurely. You're all dependent on a system to heal your own self. That system don't heal you all. It don't. Your body heal itself. All that system do is put more drugs in your body. You know what I mean? Put more drugs in your body. And put a strain on all your organs. Because all the drugs you pop on a regular basis, it must go to your liver. And when you get older, even worse. So there's no way you and I can heal taking drugs. There's no way you and I can heal taking anything that is a chemical. Never. Can't. We must go back to the earth. We must go back to the earth. And that's what the Most High said, dust you are, and dust you shall return. So when you die, you go back to the dust. And that's the only way you can heal yourself, if you go back to the earth and find the things that God gave us to use to heal ourselves. Because at the end of the day, Jehovah God, he is the ultimate healer of all things. Not me, not no doctor, not no herbalist. Jehovah God, Jireh, is the ultimate healer of everything on the face of the earth and all human beings. At the end of the day, because all the stuff that we use, look at them right here. See them here? They were created by him for healing. But because we know better, we were fooled by the shit stem and making us feel that a drug coming from the sky gonna heal us. It didn't come from the sky. Nothing from the sky gonna save you. You have to go to the earth. That's where you're from. Your heaven is on the earth. That's where it's at. Look at them right here. All of them. See them? That's your cures right here. They are your cures. You know what I mean? See them here? Eh? They are your cures. They are your cures. They are your cures. They help your body to balance back and heal itself. But because you were told a lie 1,000,000 times, and now you believe the lie for 1,000,000 times, and a person come and speak the truth and tell you, listen, you can fix herpes, you can fix HIV, you can fix cancer, you can fix high blood pressure, you can recover from a stroke, you can prevent saccharidosis, you can prevent lupus and cerebroderma and muscular dystrophy, and all these diseases they say can't fix. And we come and say, yes, you can. And they say, no, you can't. Why you can't? Because the doctor said we can't. There's no cure for nothing. You know what I mean? There's a cure for everything. You are the cure. So we show you now, for the 14 days, you go on this program. And if you have a clogged artery, I want you to go and do the program for 14 days and go back to your doctor. Go back to your cardiologist and let him take an EKG. Let him put a dye in your arm, on your leg, and see if you have any blockages again. I can guarantee you, if you follow this program properly and use the herbs that God put on the earth for us to use, you're going to see a big difference when you go back to them demons. They're going to say, what did you do? Don't lie to them. Tell them you go to the earth and you use the thing that God gave you to use to heal yourself. And then they will say, oh yeah, I thought we were gods. Nah, there's one true God, and his name is what? Yahweh, Allah, Jehovah God. That's his real name. Don't forget that now. Blessed love. Then the man go ahead.
Yeah, boy, they turn up a mango there.
Don't forget to call 718-469-0985. Ask for Ashanti, and he's going to put you on the program. And if you want to talk to Patrick, and you want to follow that program, join the group on Facebook. You'll come chat with Patrick Dells. Join the group, we're going to approve you. And you're going to go on the program with all of us. And we're going to act as brothers and sisters to each other because we are our brothers and sisters keeper. You know what I mean? And don't forget 1-888-971-1752. Ask for Angel on hand. She is the person who is in control of everything. And then she will give you an appointment. And then we will work because too many of our Caribbean people is coming with cancer. You know what I mean? I must sound like a vex and I'm mad and I'm angry because you know why? We ain't following yet. We still lapsing. We still eating other people's foods. We still going and buy all them Chinese fried and greasy foods while they're eating vegetables. And they're killing us daily, slowly, and we still can't learn. And as soon as one of us come to teach our people the truth, they murder us or they poison us. You understand? That's what they do. But let them know that once we are protected by the Most High Jehovah God, they can't do nothing. They can't remove a hair of the head of none of Jehovah's people unless he allow it to happen. Don't forget that. Blessed love. Gone, man.
Yes, guys, good night. My teeth full of mango right now. So,
right.
I don't know how many of you hadn't had a mango in how long, but a mango tastes real good. While he talking, I just enjoy
I
the
don't tell them in
mango.
America, they don't know how to eat a mango. Lovers, everything, don't forget, we are brothers and sisters and we have more programs coming. All you got to do is be disciplined and follow the program. We have some rappers on our program with AFM and doing better. We have some reggae artists, big reggae artists on our program, and they're feeling better. And we're going to find more people, man, that's going to come. You know, we want to mention no name, but we have some big artists that is following our program and is amazed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because we are teaching them how to balance back their organ system, how to keep the bloodstream well and clean and proper from diseases and toxins and acids. That is the key. You have to learn. You know what I mean?
Shame belly. I how Grenadian suck a mango. When we suck mango, we suck it dry. You're supposed to see nothing on the seed. Understand? You ain't supposed to see nothing on that seed. That mango seed, that mango don't done yet. You see it? I just start with the seed now. Understand?
Okay, we're getting ready to wrap up the program. I want to thank you all for watching. And don't forget, that program starts whenever you could start we started already anyway. I started this my 3rd day. And I'm not going to eat nothing, not just drink everything for the next 5-10 days. I might go to 30 days. I might go 40 days. I might even go 50 days. You know what I mean? And if you can get your ingredient before the 2nd of May, you can start whenever you want to, but we have the group on Facebook. You can join the group, and if you start late, you can let us know you started late, and we can accommodate you because the group is like a family. Don't forget, everybody from the group, I want to thank you all for following the programs and go to another program, and I want to thank everybody for posting what they're doing and saying how they're feeling. That is the key. And if we can get one person every day, the angels is going to rejoice. Once we can get one person every day to say, I'm healed from cancer. I am healed from sarcoidosis. I'm healed from lupus and multiple sclerosis and all these conditions that you have. We have the angels going to rejoice. We have people from Australia, from the Netherlands, is trying to do our program who have ALS, Lou Gehrig syndrome, in a wheelchair, and still are willing to do our program because they're seeing it's working for other people. You know what I mean? You know? And we don't want to give no glory to no man. We don't want to give no glory to no man. I don't want no glory. I don't want no praise from no man. I want you all to give Jehovah God all the glory. Because he is the only one that deserves the glory, not no man at all. Don't put your trust in no man, because when he dies, he go back to the earth. And at that day, his thoughts to perish. So he don't have no say. So give praises and glory to the living God, Jehovah. Blessed love. Don't forget to call the number. Mark the number down for me.
Your Facebook,
YouTube.
asking how they can get to the group. So tell them.
To get to the group, you gotta go to Facebook and look for Come Chat with Patrick Dell. I think we just assigned 10 more people who just joined. And once you're in the group, you must be on a program. You understand? And as Christy said a while ago, we tried to do some more things because a lot of people are calling and say they can't afford. And that is why we have to have something put away for people who are in need and can't be supposed to raise a child in a village. You know, that's how we're supposed to live on a social level, you know? You know? So we try to do some things to create a way whereby if somebody calls and they can't afford treatment, we could say, here's $5,000 to buy your stuff to get your treatment, because all of us could fall short and get sick and can depend on someone else. And not because you're big and you have $1 million. No, we can all flow back just like that. You understand?
True.
You understand? So, riches is life. Riches are not material things, man. Riches is life. When you have life, you have riches, and when you have wisdom, you can gain that. But you have to know what to do with your riches when you have your wisdom. To look for someone else and to pick up someone else to help them. Because that's the key. That is the obligation of all men on the face of this earth. No matter what color you are. You know what I mean? Because we all die and we all go back to the earth. Understand? So don't forget the program starts on the 2nd of May. You can go to Christy Books, KRISTYBWKS, and you can download the program. By tomorrow it's going to be up. And you could call Angel on Hand, 888-971-1752, or Ambrosia, 718-469-0985, and ask them for the program. And we start the program together. Okay? Blessed love and have a nice night. And don't forget to keep your weapons at home. And don't forget to prevent your children from being molested by them pedophiles and them demons outside there. Alright? Fathers, always be there for your children. Blessed love and good night. And don't forget to give Jehovah God all the glory. You still sucking a mango, girl?
Yeah, just done.
God damn.
When the mango seed get white, that's when you're done. It ain't white yet, so we ain't done yet. You see, still have some mango on it. See? You don't done yet. You still have mango.
Bless and love. Alright,
So-
thanks for watching.
So again, about we programs we're gonna be doing paid per view. What is it called?
Pay for view.
Alright, so we're gonna be doing different topics. Interesting topics. How about some topics would be on a kind of different level apart from health, like on relationships. A lot of people ask us a lot of questions on a daily basis, like how we keep our relationship going for so many years. And instead of like answering people like individually, we just decided maybe we should just have a little program and charge like $5, a view and a viewer, and we could discuss a lot of great things.
Yeah, even scriptures too.
And yeah, we could go into a lot of different things.
Scriptures. Who is God? Where did God come from? Who is the Christ? Who is Yahushua? Is Christ God? You know what I mean? All these questions a lot of people want to have answers for. Who created God? Who created Jehovah? Does Jehovah have a beginning? Some people don't believe. Some of them say we live in an illusion. A lot of us live in an illusion because the man who designed the plane, you don't know who he is. The man who designed your car or you driving, you don't know who the hell he is either. But you believe that somebody designed it, ain't it? So you live in an illusion too. So let me live my illusion.
True.
His invisible qualities are seen through his creation.
Very true.
You understand? So the same man that designed your car and designed your plane you're driving, his invisible qualities are seen through the plane you're riding too. So if I live in an illusion, you live in an illusion the same way too, because I believe in somebody who could design your house and design your car. You never see them though, but you know somebody designed it. Blessed love. All right.
And he has a lot of wisdom.
I understand.
A lot of things that I have learned is because of this man, it's because of him. The woman I have become and still becoming is because it has a lot to do with him and his teachings to me. And in spite of he is much more older than me, and age is just a number.
Yep.
And there's a lot of things I learn. A lot of things I learn. You could ask me just about any question and I may be able to answer in a wise way because of all the things he taught me, And there's a lot of things we can share, So we have decided, because we just have long conversations among ourselves, me and Patrick. We just talk like we find ourselves talking for like a whole 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we be like, well, maybe we should have our own damn talk show. Maybe we should have our own show.
Yeah.
And, it does be, the reasoning we just have among ourselves, it does be so elevating, Sometimes I wish there were others around to share it with, to discuss it with. And I know it's good things, And apart from health, we have to discuss, we should share our other knowledge, right? We should share with different knowledge, with the different types of knowledge or what we know with somebody else,
Like I don't force my eating habits on her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, just tell her, this might not be good for you to eat.
Yeah.
And she might say, well, I don't eat it on a regular basis, but I don't force my eating habit on anybody.
Yeah, because
Everybody's
I
big
eat
people.
a whole lot of junk when I eat.
Yeah. But when you get sick, though, you have to look at what caused you to get sick and how you can reduce or remove the things that caused you to get sick in the first place. So I don't force my idea or my eating habits on her.
Yeah.
She eat her food and I just sit her, food and blah, 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 blah.
True.
You know what I mean? And but she do a cleansing now, and she cleanses a little on a
What he
regular
always
basis.
does is, like when I'm going to eat something not too healthy, it would be like, I want in here about them foods. I want in here about that food there. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. And then it would just be on my mind right through, And then it would it would force me to stay, intact with doing my cleanse, doing my enemas, doing my washouts. So every time he complain, if I wake up next day and I feel like, I'm thinking about it too much, I would do my enema. I would do an enema. I would do a whole day just juicing, just juice, and do my protein shake, and I just wouldn't eat all day. Just because he tries to, if I eat bad yesterday, all day today, I would be doing my enema first thing in the morning, then doing my juicing, then doing my protein shake, and then I just don't have no heavy food for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And
the process.
Guiltiness wrap around my conscience, so
Yeah.
it makes me do it. And I know the
Right.
importance of it,
Yeah, that's what we say, we're not telling people don't eat your junk food, but at the end of the day, you take some time off and clean the organs up. And that's the key, keep the organs clean, and then you could go back into the environment again and do what you have to do, but every so often, take time off and clean your organs. Don't let nothing pile up in your body.
Yeah.
Because once they take hold, they could harm you long term. Because as I said before, your organs is your brother and your sisters, or your husband and your wives. And they have the ability to harm us if we mistreat them. They also have the ability to take our lives if we mistreat them. So if we keep on mistreating the organs and the bloodstream, possibility long term, they could turn around and harm us because they give us symptoms or signs that something is wrong. And if we don't take heed, long term, they will either put us in jail, try to rehabilitate us, and if that don't happen, they will take our lives because they have the ability to do so. And that's why I said, you eat your wrong food, but take some time off and clean your system out, okay? Yeah? Blessed love. You all have a nice night. Travel safe. Keep your guns at home and give God the glory. Blessed night.
Yes, so I know he tired.
Yeah,
He
go
wants
to
to
rest.
go.
I'm an early bird.
So we're gonna clock in now. And Dimitri, call him to take this live off. So
Mitri?
I guess we go give all little heads up when we go in
Come.
and do the when we gonna be doing the program, right?
Yeah.
Patrick, we'll give all our heads up on when we go be doing the program, and
It will just come on and just go off again, so you can take it off.
Hey, look at it.
then
Take it off.
y'all going to
Okay,
know
do that.
how to tune in.
Blessed love, good night. And give Jehovah God all the glory, don't forget. Alright?
He always trying to rample me here. I don't know if he does do that for spite.
Come in the bed, man. Come in the bed. Time to come in the bed. Come on, let's go. Say good night to the people. Let's go to the bed. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
Time to hug up and ting up and
I'm
ling up and.
talking.
Well, I can't do that because I'm fasting, so I'm dead right now. Good night. Good night, you all. Bless and love. Peace and love, you know?
Alright, guys. So,
Alright.
okay, so I guess thanks and again, thanks everybody for watching us. It's been a pleasure being here. And yes, I have been thinking about doing the hair videos because quite a few ask about the natural hair videos because they say my hair looks so healthy. Yeah, I try to keep it good, They say I have a little good scalps and things like that. So yeah, I try to keep it healthy. Use a lot of natural stuff, products. I use a lot of shea butter in it as well. Lot of shea butter, so it could get a thick richness, So, yeah. So I guess that's it, guys. Patrick, that's it?
Yeah, good night.
Okay, so good night, guys, and
The program starts on the
see
2nd,
you
don't
again.
forget the program starts on the 2nd of May.
Thank you. Don't make me blush on the live now. Don't make me blush on the live. Thank you.
Don't make her blush, yeah? She wanted to blush for me alone.
What do you? So cool, people. Keep it up. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So let me do one more of the of the blend. Yes, guys, the program will be posted. Carmen, yes, we would post the program after. The live always remain. We don't delete the live. So, you want to remind the people before we go what this drink is, what's in it, and what's its purpose? One last time.
As
Thank
I
you,
said
Pauline.
before, the drink is when you're on the program, you're doing keep the carotid artery healthy, strengthen the veins, circulation, keep the veins strong, and keep it from collapsing or keeping the blood vessels from bulging, so you don't get an aneurysm. That's what it's all about. That's what the drink is all about. But as I said before, in the program, you're going to see my gooseberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, cantaloupe, and that you're going to use those with what I have here. These are more local, and mangoes and stuff like that. You can do that too, blend it in the blender. But that's the purpose of that. And then because you won't be eating anything, you can just drink, and then the bloodstream will move a little better because you're not clogging it up with any kind of heavy protein and starches and all these fried food and stuff like that. So they work better for you. Yeah, that's the purpose of the drink.
Alright, guys. So here you have it. So, don't this lantern just make all you feel like back in the day? Oh gosh, I just love this lantern. Baby, don't you love this lantern?
Yeah, the lantern one.
Love this one.
And the lights out, you gotta get me lantern. You gotta go back to the old days.
A lantern or a lamp?
Lantern.
What this is?
Yes, a lantern.
This is so beautiful, isn't it? It is so beautiful. I just love it. I just love to watch it. You see, just love to watch it. Oh gosh. Don't this just remind you of your grandmother and your grandfather? Don't it? Keep your lantern burning.
Yes, yep.
So to
Make
keep
it
your
when
lantern
Jack
burning.
come. When Jack come, make it lighten.
Yeah, man, the lamp is so beautiful, man. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I want to share it with all you. It is so beautiful. I want to share it. Does the drink unclog the arteries?
Yeah, the herb does that too.
The herb in the drink does that.
The herbs,
Yes.
I mentioned when I talked the arteries, the garlic and onion and stuff like that.
Yes.
What is it?
Yes, it does unclog the
But it
arteries.
also prevents plaque from forming on the walls of the arteries too.
Yeah, these lamps, they're so beautiful, man. I just be admiring this lamp all the time. We just light it for like no reason. Well, I shouldn't say no reason. We just light it because it's beautiful. And we would just turn off all the lights and just watch it. And watch a movie or something. So when we come in the kitchen or we come over on the other side, it would just be there lighting to give us that old time days light. You know what I mean? When you go back in your kitchen, you feel like you're walking in your grandmother's kitchen or your grandpa. Right, babe?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, it feels so good. Hi, Mike. Mike on the live.
Mike?
Mike. Barnett.
Oh, Mikey! Good night, Mike. How you doing, my brother? Love to you always, man. How's Rooney doing? Give Rooney my love. And she's still surviving. I gave her months to live. How much she having? About 3 years now? And she's still surviving. Mikey, tell them she's still surviving, brother.
Yeah, tell Rooney we said hi.
Tell Rooney, give Rooney my love.
We enjoyed you and Rooney company so much when y'all was here. It was such an amazing experience. You guys are such beautiful and wonderful people.
Mike is my brother from another mother.
Oh, Sophia, so it's a lamp. One of my friends, I was bragging for my friends. I have a lantern.
Is that like a lamp?
And my friends was saying, "That's a lamp."
Lamp.
I feel shame, but it reminds me. Well, I don't know the difference in a lamp and a lantern, but it looks like the old time days.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
it looks like the old time days one. So I just call it lantern. So yeah, guys. So here is it. We're about to lock off now. Someone is asking if they don't have any issues, could they go on the program without side effects?
I don't have an issue going on the program, so it's
Yes,
it's
yes.
all about prevention. You know?
Yes, Ruby, you can. Does the program clear up air tubes?
Yes.
Yes, it does. It does. Garifuna, Mr. Duncan. Yes, it does. Sophia, that's the same thing my friends, they were saying. They say they remember cleaning it, washing it every day. And I was saying every day? They said, yeah, we never really used lantern or lamp. We came in, I born late. But my friends, they're a bit older than me and they remember. Well, I shouldn't say they're not much older than me, but they I guess their parents was less fortunate than my parents, so they used that, you know. And growing up, I remember using electricity. I didn't remember my mother had those, but I remember my mother always talking about that's the light their grandparents, well, my grandparents, their parents and grandparents used, and it just looks so beautiful. So I always admire it. Okay, guys, so we go lock off now. Have a wonderful night. It was really good having you guys here. And we're about to lock off now. So good night, everybody.